Here's a review for week 2, day 2. We are continuing with our rounding. So my first one says, what is 647, 380 rounded to the nearest 10? I have an 8 in the tens place and the 0 next door. So really, in this problem, nothing's going to change. It already is rounded to the nearest 10. Number 2, what is 5,601,387 rounded to the nearest 1,000? Well, I have a 1 in the thousands place and a 3 next door. The 3 is not 5 or higher. Remember, that's our benchmark. We've seen this little demonstration where we have our hill. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is the tip of our hill. It starts taking things the other way. So when it's this way, it rounds up. When it's this way, it falls back down. So the 3 is on our fall back down side. So my 1 stays where it's at. The numbers in front don't change. And everything circled and after turns to 0. That's why I like circling it, because it already looks like a 0. So it helps remind me of that. Number 3, it's kind of a nice review from last week too. Which number is 33,002? Well, I'm going to start with the first part of the number. I have 33,000. So I'm going to do 33 and then a comma for my thousands place. And then I see 2. So I don't see anything in the hundreds. I don't see anything in the tens. But I see a 2, which matches letter C. Number 4. What is 1,384 rounded to the nearest 10? In this instance, there's an 8 in the tens place, and my 4 is what's in my ones place. The 4 is on this side. It's not high enough to round it up, so the 8 stays. So the numbers in front, my 1,300, stay where they're at. The 8 stays because it didn't have enough push to round up, and my 4 turns into that 0, which matches letter B. Sorry, it keeps getting blurry there. And number 5, we're looking at a chart. Cars were for sale at the Cool Cars for You car lot. The lot was divided into 4 sections, and the number of cars in each section is below. Which lot could be rounded to 5,000? So it looks like I'm rounding to the thousands place. So I'm going to underline all the thousands place. And I'm going to circle all the numbers next door. In my first one, I have a 3 next door, so my 4 would stay, so that doesn't round up. In my second one, I already have the 5 there, and a 6 next door. Well, the 6 would make that 5 bump up to a 6,000, so that one doesn't work. That would make it 6,000. My third one, I have a 4 in the thousands place and a 0 next door. That 0 is not enough to change the 4 up, so that would stay at 4,000 if I rounded it. So hopefully it's D. I have a 4 in the thousands place and a 6 next door. The 6 is enough to bump that 4 up to a 5, and everything else would turn to 0, so it must be lot D.